All right, let's talk about something we experience literally every second of every day, but almost never actually think about: sound. We're going to break down how it all works. And, it kind of feels that way, right? A song you love, the voice of a friend. It just seems to appear out of nowhere, filling the room. It honestly feels like magic. But here's the thing, it's not magic at all. It's pure physics. Every single sound you've ever heard is just matter in motion, a physical event traveling from a source right into your ears. So this is the key. Sound isn't a thing you can hold, it's an event that happens. When anything vibrates, like a guitar string or even your own vocal cords, it kicks off a chain reaction by pushing on all the little molecules right next to it. I want you to picture a ripple in a pond, but imagine it happening in every direction at once. That first vibration creates a wave of pressure that travels out from the source. And that traveling wave, well, that is sound. But how exactly do these waves move? Because it's a little different from the waves you're probably picturing at the beach. Let's take a closer look. This slide is super important for understanding the difference. We're all used to ocean waves, which move up and down. But sound waves are what we call longitudinal. They push molecules forward and then pull them backward, all in the same direction the wave is heading. So as this wave travels, it creates these little pockets where the molecules get all bunched up and squished together. That's a high-pressure zone, and we call it a compression. And right on the heels of that squished-up part, there's a low-pressure zone where all the molecules spread out and kind of relax. That's a rarefaction. And it's this constant back-and-forth pattern of squish and relax that our ears are built to pick up on. Okay, so if sound is all about molecules pushing on other molecules, it stands to reason that it needs something to travel through. It can't just move through nothing. It needs a roadway, which scientists call a medium. Which, of course, brings up a really interesting question. Does sound always move at the same speed? Well, the answer is a big no, and it all depends on the roadway it's taking. This chart lays it out perfectly. In something solid like steel, the molecules are packed together super tight, so a vibration can just jump from one to the next incredibly fast. But in a gas, like the air around us, the molecules are all spread out, so the wave moves way slower. Liquids are just somewhere in the middle. It's why you can hear a train coming by putting your ear to the track long before you can hear it through the air. And this leads us to that classic sci-fi movie scene, right? The big, loud explosion in space. Well, in the vacuum of space, there are no molecules. There's no medium, no roadway. And without that, a sound wave just can't exist. There's only silence. Now, underwater, that's a whole different story. Water molecules are packed so close together that sound actually travels about 4 times faster than it does in air. This is amazing for whales trying to communicate across huge distances. But for us, it's why everything sounds so weird and muffled. Our ears were just built to process the slower sound waves in the air. Okay, let's talk about one of the coolest sound tricks out there, something you have definitely experienced. I'm talking about the Doppler effect. Just think about an ambulance or a fire truck racing past you. You know that sound, right? That really high-pitched wee sound as it gets closer, which immediately drops to a much lower whoom sound the second it passes you and starts moving away. That shift, that's the Doppler effect. So what's actually happening here? Well, as that ambulance rushes toward you, it's basically catching up to its own sound waves, squishing them together. Your brain hears that higher frequency as a higher pitch. Then, as it speeds away, it's stretching those sound waves out behind it. The frequency drops, and so does the pitch you hear. It's a total trick of perception, all caused by motion. So we've followed the sound wave all the way from the source, through the air, but now we've reached the final, and frankly, the most incredible part of its journey. How does this physical vibration become something we actually hear? Your ear is an absolutely amazing little machine. First, that pressure wave makes your eardrum vibrate. Then, that vibration gets amplified by 3 of the tiniest bones in your entire body. From there, it moves into a snail-shaped, fluid-filled tube called the cochlea. And inside, thousands of microscopic hair cells get moved by the wave in the fluid. As they bend, they translate that physical motion into electrical signals, which then get zapped straight to your brain. And just like that, In an instant, a simple ripple of pressure in the air is transformed. It becomes the entire complex world of what we experience as sound. The subtleties in a voice, the power of music, the meaning of language, the feeling of emotion. It's really a profound idea when you stop and think about it. A purely physical event out in the world travels through matter and ends its journey as a perception, a thought, a feeling, right inside your head. So, the next time you hear anything, a car horn, a bird chirping, anything, remember what it really is. It isn't some magical thing floating around. It's a tangible pattern of motion, a physical ripple jumping from one molecule to the next, on its way to you. And that kind of leaves us with a fascinating final thought. If a simple physical vibration can be translated by our own biology into something as deep and complex as meaning, what else are we perceiving? What other hidden realities are all around us, just waiting for us to figure out how to listen?